Why do you build me up? Buttercup, baby, just to let me down and mess me around, and the worst of all.
What is going on, guys? I am back with my second ever park battle, and this time we have Playland's Castaway Cove in Ocean City, New Jersey versus Adventuredome inside the Circus Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I think those are both classic parks. I've been to both of them before, and I pretty much like them. And so, anyways, let's just get started. So the rundown here is going to be let me start over. The rundown here is that the roller coasters, like the thrill coasters, like Adventuredome and Playland's Castaway Cove, have different thrill coasters from what each other has. So 1 point will be given for each thrill coaster, like it was for the last park battle. And the kiddie coasters will be 1 point per coaster. And the thrill rides is going to work once again with the drop towers 5 points because, like the last park battle, these two parks I'm comparing have have drop towers that look different and do different stuff. And the other flats are 1 point per attraction offered. Family rides 1 point per ride, and the extra rides are 1 point per ride. And the park appearance is going to be worth 6 points, and the night appearance is going to be worth 4 points. The events are going to be 1 point per event. Extras are going to be 1 point per attraction offered, and the location is going to be worth 7 points, and the amount of flat rides is going to be worth 5 points. The ticketing system is going to be worth 6 points, and the layout and size is going to be worth 7 points. And so, anyways, let's get started. So let's start off with the thrill coasters here. So Playland's Castaway Cove has Gale Force and Wild Waves, and Adventuredome has El Loco and Canyon Blaster. So both parks will be getting 2 points for those coasters. And the kiddie coasters, both parks have are Pirates Gold Rusher at Playland's Castaway Cove and Miner Mike at Adventuredome. And so, anyways, both of those parks will be gaining 1 point for having those kiddie coasters. Right now, the score is 3-3, so Playland's Castaway Cove and Adventuredome are tied right now. And now let's compare the drop towers. So, double shot is like it's just a double shot drop tower where like it launches you up and takes you back down. I mean, it launches you up and does all that stuff. But after that cycle, it like does all that stuff again in another cycle right after that. So double shot will take 4 out of 5 points just for being fun and having that. And slingshot is even crazier, not because it doesn't have a second cycle right after the first cycle, but it shoots you back. I mean, it shoots you up and then drops you back down. And so, anyway, Slingshot will be taking all 5 points for having that crazy feature of shooting you up and then dropping you back down. So, Adventuredome is starting to take the lead. Let's just get to the other flats. So, Playland's Castaway Cove has 4 cool flat rides called Hurricane, Extreme Cyclone, Air Race, and Alien Abduction. So they will be receiving 4 points for those rides. And Adventuredome has Disco, Chaos, and Inverter. So they will be receiving 3 points for those rides. And the score is tied once again. And now let's get to the family rides. So we have So at Playland's Castaway Cove, we have the Wave Swinger, the Ferris Wheel, High Roller Seas, which I believe is what their log flume is called. If someone could comment down below and tell me if I'm right here, that'd be great. And Riptide. And Adventuredome has Circus Carousel, Sand Pirates, Roadrunner, and Drifters. So both parks will be receiving 4 points for those rides. They'll be receiving 4 points. So the score is still tied. So let's move on to the extras. So Playland's Castaway Cove has a family spinning coaster called Whirlwind, which is unlike anything that Adventuredome has, so they will gain 1 point for that. So the score is 16-15. So now Playland's Castaway Cove is starting to take the lead. And this is not pictured, but Adventuredome, as extras, has a rock wall where you could go rock climbing, and they have a trampoline where you could go bungee jumping and stuff. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the word bungee right. They also have a roller rink you could roller skate on, and two 4D features, so 5 points will be going to Adventuredome for offering those drills. Now Adventuredome is taking the lead once again, and let's move on to park appearance. So Playland's Castaway Cove's park appearance kinda stinks. I don't know why, but it does. So I'm gonna give it to Adventuredome because it has like a much better park appearance than Playland's Castaway Cove. Like the structure has some like really cool effects, and plus Adventuredome is indoors. So and you know I love indoor parks, even though I've only been to one, which is Adventuredome. And so, anyways, Adventuredome's park appearance is much better than Playland's Castaway Coves because of the indoor factor and the structure having some really cool effects. So, they will be taking the 6 points here. So, now let's talk about the night appearance. Now, Playland's Castaway Cove looks much more lively at night because some of the rides' lighting packages are colorful, and plus, you don't get to see any of the ride's lighting packages during the day. So when you go in at night, you'll be saying, "Oh, that's new. I didn't see these during the day." However, Adventuredome, you see the lighting you can clearly see the lighting packages during the day at Adventuredome. At night, they just shine more, as you see. And so Playland's Castaway Cove will be taking the 4 points here for its lively night appearance, and the night appearance of Playland's Castaway Cove being better than Adventuredome's in my opinion. And so, anyways, let's move on to the events. Now, Playland's Castaway Cove does not have any special events, but Adventuredome does. They have an annual Christmas event called Hollydome, and I know that because I just happened to be there for it. And they have a nighttime event they do on Fridays and Saturdays that I really want to go to called Neon Night, so they will be receiving 2 points for those events. And let's move on to more extras. So Adventuredome has a mini golf course where you could go mini golfing and stuff, so they will be receiving 1 point for that. And let's move on to the location. Now, both parks will take all 7 points for their location being good in different ways. Like, Playland's Castaway Cove is located on the boardwalk of a beach, and I love I love boardwalk parks. And I love that Adventuredome is located inside the Circus Hotel. I feel kind of happy for the guests, for the coaster. I feel happy for the coaster enthusiasts that are staying at the Circus Hotel because then they'd get to go to Adventuredome like whenever they want. And yeah, so that's why both parks are taking all 7 points in this category for their location being nice and awesome in different ways. And let's move on to the amount of flat rides. So Adventuredome's estimated amount of flat rides is 23, and Playland's Castaway Cove's estimated amount of flat rides is 26. And Playland's Castaway Cove has a little bit more than Adventuredome. So Playland's Castaway Cove has a little bit more flat rides than Adventuredome, so they will gain 5 points in this category. So Playland's Castaway Cove is just starting to catch up. And so, anyways, let's move on to the ticketing system. Now, Adventuredome will be taking the 6 points because they also offer an all-day wristband for if you want to get on like all the attractions and stuff, while Playland's Castaway Cove doesn't offer that, and that kind of stinks because and when I was at Playland's Castaway Cove, I had to pay per attraction, so I couldn't really get re-rides on everything except for Gale Force. I got a re-ride on towards the end of the visit, but anyways, Adventuredome has a much better feature to the walk-in and pay per ride system. Is that you could get a wristband for for if you want to ride all the attractions. So Adventuredome will be taking the 6 points here. And now let's move on to the layout and size. So Adventuredome has the better and bigger layout, so they will receive 7 points for this category. I know I just said bigger, but it's like shaped like a circle, and the reason why I say it's kind of like bigger is because it's like a giant circle, and plus they have like and plus they have a cool feature about the layout that I told you, that the coasters are on a whole nother level while the flat rides are on the main level. That's crazy. And at Playland's Castaway Cove, it's kind of the same with like one ride being above the other, but Adventuredome's definitely taking the 7 points for this category. So everything has been calculated, and winning by 17 points is Adventuredome. Congratulations. You've beat a park, Adventuredome. And so, anyways, that concludes this park battle between Playland's Castaway Cove and Adventuredome. And again, congratulations to Adventuredome for outbeating Playland's Castaway Cove by like a lot in this park battle. And so anyways, reply to me your thoughts on this video, and make sure to stay tuned for a lot more of those park battles coming soon to Coaster Plus Music 19, and I will see you in the next.